Hey guys, we're in town at my favorite silver park, and I brought my daughter here last night. It's funny, I was thinking of the history. My grandfather played on this field back in the 40s and 50s, right through until he was still playing when I was probably 7 or 8 years old. My grandfather was a pitcher. He actually got invited to go down to the States and join one of the minor league teams down there, but he refused to leave the farm. He could pitch 100 miles an hour whip arm. They call it fastball here. And yeah, he was just too afraid to leave the farm and didn't want to go off and leave his family, and so he never did. Anyway, this is my favorite silver field. I brought my aunt here last night, and she was telling me that across the road, so if we cross the road right here, she said there was a trailer park in there in the 40s and 50s. Not a great big one, but I've never gone over there. There's woods. Let's take the metal detector and go see if there was a clearing there. There will be coins there, if we can get in. And if not, we can always fall back and do the field for a couple hours. I just thought of something. My grandfather was 8 in 1940. And I'm sure he used to come here and play with the other kids on this field in town when they would come to town. Maybe some of these old coins I'm finding from the 40s, they could even be his or his friends. Who knows? His brother. I don't know. So, she said it was just on this side of the road. So it might even be part of this clearing here. And she said it went up the river a little ways. There is a creek down here. But I'm looking at that woods right there. Well, let's try right here in the open. All right, first hole. That is an old tarp rivet. Okay, so normally I would say, oh, that's just garbage. But that leads credence to the story that my aunt was telling me about campers and people camping here. That would be something we should find. All right, there's the next 2 holes, a nail and a big old nut. All right, 4th hole is a coin, 1955. That is perfect. That's exactly the era we're looking for. Anything before 68. And where there's old pennies, there's usually old silver. All right, guys, more junk, but indicative of 1950s campsite. There's an old beer can. Look at the top. That's 50s all day long. And then down there a foot alongside it, heavy old piece of glass. Definitely we're in the right spot. I'm not even familiar with what brand of beer that is. MOA is what it looks like. And yeah, there's the logo. And it does have French on here as well. It says beer in French, so it's Canadian beer, I'm assuming. I'll have to look that up. I'm a little confused here. I got a solid silver signal, solid 34. I dug it up and it looks like a big copper coin. I'm confused. Let's take a look. I don't know what this is. Look at that. I don't know what that is. That is a coin, I think. What? Look at the size of it. Let me spritz it and brush it off. Maybe there's still, I don't know why that would ring up 34. Maybe there's still silver in the hole. No, I'm not crazy. There's the coin right there on the ground. Look at that. Solid. Beep, 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 beep. Why? That's a silver sounding. I don't know what I'm looking at here, guys. Look at how thick this coin is. It is heavy. Now, I don't know if I'm holding a right end up or I can see some kind of symbol on there. And on this side, I mean, it's pretty worn. I think I can see text like a coin, but I don't know. Wow. In 1954, when Queen Elizabeth II succeeded George, there was an inauguration token, and we found one before. Is that what this is? I can't make out heads or tails. pardon the pun, but I'm gonna do some research. If I had to guess right now, we just pulled a 55 penny over here. We're in a 50-something park. That would be my guess, that this is one of those inauguration tokens from 1954. Why it's ringing up like silver, I have no idea. And maybe it's not that. Maybe it's something even cooler. I don't know. That's why I love this hobby. Makes my day. That right there makes my day. Yeah. Look what I just pulled out of the grass. That's odd. Railroad stuff. Look, there's another one right here. Wow. What's this stuff doing here? So I'm looking at how thick the woods are in behind me here, and it kind of slopes down to that creek. So I think the campground was right out here in the open in this field. It makes sense. Doesn't make sense for it to be in the bush. And I'm considering myself very lucky because as I was just standing here scanning around, I'll show you guys what I found, and I didn't step on it, which would be a first. There's a hole in the ground right there, and it is full of ground wasps. Yellow jackets, actually. There are dozens of them coming in and out. So I'm gonna move away from here before I get stung. All right, got another coin here. I don't know what it is. What? It's a large cent. A large cent, 2 inches, not even 2 inches down. What? 1919. Look at the shape of that too. It's in fantastic shape. Okay, I was not expecting that. I thought it was a really dirty loonie, which is our dollar coin in Canada. Yeah, like that was not even, you know, if that was an inch underground, I'd be surprised. That's freaking awesome. Oh, so we can see the river there. There's a little tiny campfire site right there. People are still trying to camp in here, even in modern times. All right, more proof. 1948 penny right there. Canadian. I just need an old silver now to make this a complete morning. Whew, is it ever hot out there? I mean, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but behind me is a nice little shady spot here, so I'm gonna try this, and then I think that's gonna be it. A couple hours of hunting. We'll take that coin home and see if we can figure out what it is. I found it really funny that this 1955 can, which somebody threw out, you know, 70 years ago, is in such good shape, and I'm gonna throw it in the recycling here. That was something that didn't exist back in that day, so it's kind of funny, maybe a little ironic, but the old can is going where it should have gone well after its time to be turned into something new. So I'm back at the house, guys, and just cleaning up those coins. That 1919, that's weird to me. It's almost like somebody dropped it because it's not green. It's in fantastic shape, and it was right on top. That's why I thought it was like a modern coin. It's in really good shape. So I'll have to check out what the value on those are. Probably $5, something like that. But this other coin, I want to show you guys. This thing is huge. I'll put this down beside a large cent and show you guys. And I've got a couple other coins in my collection here, and it doesn't match up to any of them. So I've got a New Brunswick coin here. And here's one we found today, and it's even bigger. So it's not a New Brunswick coin. Over here we've got an old 1904 British large cent. And again, it's way bigger than that. It's obviously way bigger than our large cents. I'm trying to find that inauguration coin that I have, and let's check it against that one. I've cleaned it as best I can, and really, I can see a bit of a design on there, but I don't know what it is. I can't make it out. And it's just the weight and the thickness and I don't know. I'm stumped as of right now. Okay, can you guys see the letters on here? It says NCE for sure. There's writing there. And look at the little dots on the outside. That looks like a coin. Coins have dots all the way around the outside. Alright, it looks a little crumbly, but I can definitely see the dots around the outside like it's a coin. I can even see a few letters around the outside writing. So we're gonna give it the old peroxide in the microwave bath and brush it down good and pray that it doesn't crumble away worse than it is right now. Okay, is there a figure standing there in the middle of this coin? Okay, no, that does not match. We've got an old 1904 and Liberty here, or whatever that is. The arm is hanging down and one arm is up holding a staff. Well, on this person here, I can see an arm hanging down at the side. I can see clearly a person right there. There's the head above my thumb. I have brushed it and brushed it and brushed it. God. What is it? All right, guys, I think I found it. I think it is a, there, INCE on the left, Duba, Canada. Yes, because I can see a BA on our coin that we found as well. That's exactly what we found here. What the year is, we'll have to look right underneath there and see if I can clean up and get the date. But that is what this coin is. I'm so stoked, guys. I'm so stoked. We're going to try to do something here. We're going to try to set up a camera, and I'm going to try to reveal. The coin is a little bit drier now. And as you can see, I'm able to scratch off a little bit more stuff. This is a standing figure, Bank of Montreal, Canada token, 1 penny. 1811 to 1841. This is my oldest coin ever. And I found it in town, which is the crazy part. But I'm going to try to gently with my fingernail scratch away the green gunk here on the bottom, very gently, and see if we can reveal a date. And I'm going to try to do it live. Might be on this end. Yeah, I think it's down here. This is how serious I am about getting this figured out. I'm using my dental pick to very gently just wet and just very gently rub. There it is, guys. Look at this. 37. Right there. Can you see that? 1837. I can just see the 3 and the 7 on the end. And on the top we have a rose, some flowers on the right and left, and a beaver. He's right there. He's the front of the beaver is green. Right there above my finger is and there's his tail. So there's a beaver. An 1837 Lower Canada Bank of Montreal standing token. And there's the dude standing on the back.